Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So Katherine and I are both presenting today. We'll be sharing this. And the whole idea behind doing this, obviously, everybody's going through an incredible amount of duress right now with COVID-19. And the big emphasis we wanted to pass on to people is to really how to stay relaxed in it, how to stay out of your head and more into your body. A lot of what Qigong has to do is drop your energy. So that's what we're going to be working with you on today, is how to actually get your energy further down so you can feel more grounded, more centered, more in your body rather than in your head spinning with whatever's happening around you, which is pretty dramatic.
So before we get started,
Go ahead.
This is Danny Dreyer. I'm Katherine Dreyer, and we're the founders of ChiRunning and ChiWalking and ChiLiving. And what we're also going to be teaching you today is it's very similar to what we call body looseners, which is how we suggest everybody starts a ChiWalking or a ChiRunning workout. And so the body looseners came from our practice of Qigong, as ChiRunning and ChiWalking came from our practice of Tai Chi. So we just felt like we wanted to share this with as many people as we could, because I will say our Qigong practices are what has been most helpful in so many respects to just keep us relaxed, keep us grounded, but also keep energy flowing. So that's so important right now, is you want to keep your chi and your energy flowing through your body. And if you're just sitting in your home, you might start feeling stagnant. And hopefully you can get out and run and walk. We still can, although I know there are some places where people can't. And so these are great exercises you can do every morning, every evening. It's just a great way to keep the chi flowing.
You can do them anywhere you find yourself.
Yeah.
So it's great about it. And so what we're going to do is to just start off with just shaking your body. This is an exercise Katherine and I used to do every single morning. Just stand up, everybody get into this. You're not going to sit down through this. So just stand up, make some space around you so you can move around a bit and you don't hit somebody else in the head with your arm. Okay, then what you do is you just stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Soften your knees and then just shake like crazy, like just everything, your head, your neck, just really let it loose. Let your arms fly, turn your body, everything. Pretend like you're at a rave.
And be gentle in the process. If you haven't been moving, it's a gentle movement. But it's still just letting everything as loose as possible.
So now, we want you to start off just dropping any kind of peripheral tension right off the bat. We'll work on the deeper stuff, but right now you can flap your hands like this. Yes, you can shake your legs out one at a time. There you go, move it.
And maybe even take a big No one's going to hear you.
We won't even hear you.
Okay.
All right. So the thing about getting your energy moving is that it has to have a very clear channel to move through. All right. So the very first thing that we always start everything with is posture and structural alignment. So you want to make sure that for this Qigong exercise, the main emphasis is between your tailbone and the crown of your head. This area of your body needs to be nice and tall. So the way to do that is to know where the crown of your head is. It's not the top, it's a little bit to the back of your head. So I want you to lift up with that part of your head and then drop your tailbone. Don't do a posterior pelvic tilt. Just drop your tailbone down into your heels.
Your knees slightly bent.
Slightly bent. You want to feel your whole lower body sinking into the earth. And you want to feel the crown of your head lifting up at the same time. So it's this whole opposition, this pull in both directions. Generally speaking, today during the Qigong, most of the focus will be obviously getting your energy down, but you want to keep this suspended so that then you can sink without feeling heavy. All right, so lift at the crown of your head, but let your tailbone sink into your heels. Let your knees bend. Be sure you're not squatting, like sticking your butt out. You want to just drop your tailbone straight to your heels, straight down. Okay? Good.
So this posture line is important to come back to and focus on throughout everything that you do. Not only during these Qigong exercises, but even when you're sitting at a desk, when you're walking, when you're running, just keeping this extension in your spine, a gentle extension. You don't want to pull too hard on your neck, just a gentle reaching up and a gentle reaching down.
Good. And as you feel the energy going down into your feet, I want you to feel the energy going down into your hands, like your hands are pushing that energy down into your feet. So your hands and feet are both a downward motion, generally speaking, okay, while you're lifting at the crown of your head. Good. And I'll remind you through all these exercises that this line needs to be there no matter what exercise we're doing. That is always there underneath all of it, because that's your main channel for Qi to move out into your body. You were going to say something?
No, that's okay.
Okay. So your alignment is key. The next part that's crucial to making your Qigong effective is breathing. Okay, so when you're breathing, we're going to be doing belly breathing. So I want you to put your hands on your belly, just to either side, like this, so your fingers aren't overlapping, but just separate your hands. Because what I want you to feel is when you breathe in, I want you to feel your belly expand, and not your chest so much, but your belly expand, but not just your belly. I want you to feel the sides of your body expand, and I want you to feel your back, your lower back expand. So it's in all directions. So your belly, it's not belly breathing where your belly goes in and out. This whole band of your body expands out in all directions. So when you put your hands here like this, I want you just to feel yourself in a nice grounded stance, soften your knees, lift at the crown of your head. So keep that going underneath it all. And then when you breathe in through your belly, breathe in through your nose. This whole exercise this morning, if you can, breathe in through your nose. And that does a number of things I won't get into right now, but huge part of also getting energy to move. As you breathe in through your belly, do it very slowly and feel your belly expand, and it almost wants to pull your fingers apart. When you exhale, they'll want to come back a little bit together. So feel this whole area of your body. I'm going to exaggerate.
Why are you talking to me?
If everybody could keep themselves muted, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. So breathing in, belly expands. Breathing out, belly comes in.
So you can do it slowly. I would breathe in for a 4 count, but always breathe out for the same amount of time. This isn't about holding your breath or really slow out breath or anything. Even however long it takes you to get a full breath through your belly, do a count, and then that same count as you exhale. And really feel this middle part of your body expand. This alone will be dropping energy into your dantian, your midsection here. So let's just do a few more.
Highly recommend practicing belly breathing anytime you feel tension, right before sleep, all day long if possible.
And nose breathing as well. I just read a study this week. Another article came out on why nose breathing is really important over mouth breathing. So nose breathing really helps to calm your body. It helps take in nitric oxide, which is a vasodilator, makes the blood circulate through your body better. And when you breathe and you expand this way, it actually helps to stretch the fascia on the inside of your body And that's what helps increase the energy flow through your body. It's not your muscles, it's the fascia that needs to stay loose. And that's what people get tight, you know. So just breathe deeply and easily. Keep lifting at the crown of your head. Okay. Now, a big part of this exercise in terms of dropping energy into your body is dropping it out of your shoulders and neck. We all hold tension there. You're on your computer all day, you're driving, you know, whatever you're doing. A lot of people, when there's uptightness around, their shoulders go up and their neck gets tight. So here's what I want you to do. Get into your grounded stance. Feet are hip width apart. Soften your knees. Sink in. Feel your feet sinking into the earth. You really want to feel that underneath all of these exercises. And then what you want to do is slowly let your hands lift. And I want you to feel like there's a hot air balloon lifting your hands for you. Let them come all the way up. Let them keep going up until they're over your head, straight over your head. And hold them up at the top. And then exhale and do it again. Breathe in through your nose, lift through the crown of your head, let your hands come up, all the way up, and then drop. Let gravity bring your arms down. Do it again. Inhale into your belly through your nose, lift at the crown of your head, sink your feet into the ground, release. Let's do 2 more. Slow build. Breathe in through your nose. Let your belly extend. Lift through the crown of your head. Soften your knees. Release. Last one. Sink into your feet. Reach tall. Release. The second one is going to come out to the side. So the same thing, you're going to go out to the side. I'm going to demonstrate it first. So you go out to the side, just get to here, and then release and let your hands cross in front of your body, and then bring it up again. Release, bring it up, and release. So inhale, lift at the crown of your head. Keep your knees soft. Release. Lift up. Let your hands just float up. Inhale as they come up. You naturally exhale as they come down. You can even breathe out through your lips. You know, purse your lips and give a nice forceful out breath. Breathe in through your nose. Really drop everything out of your shoulders. When you let go, really let go. You'll feel that little bit of tension just before you let go. You're holding your arms up and then drop it. Let it just go. And you can just, if you're on your own, you can just do it continuously. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. Okay, the next one is very similar, but you come down and your arms, one goes in front and one goes behind. Then you come up and they cross the other way. So let's do the same thing.
Start feeling your posture again.
Go back to your posture.
Take a moment just to breathe and feel how your body feels.
You should feel some energy going through your body just from having done that last exercise.
Let your arms relax for a moment and then
sink into your feet. Reach through the crown of your head. both directions, and then start. So. When your arms drop, let your elbows drop. Your knees bent, your posture tall, through the crown of your head. Nose breathing in, and you can blow the air out through your mouth. That?
Don't hyperventilate.
Yeah, don't hyperventilate. Okay, now these, you could do each of these for like 5 minutes straight if you're doing them yourself. So the next one is very similar to one of our body looseners in Chi running, and that is you're going to move. So I want you to hook up your shoulders and your hips so that if I move my hips, my shoulders go with them. My hips and my shoulders always move in sync, right? And then I want you to just let your arms dangle at your sides. So before we start this one, again, go back to lifting at the crown of your head, dropping your tailbone, softening your knees. Feel your feet just like pushing into the ground. Heavy. You should feel your feet really heavy. And then you start turning this combination of your shoulders and hips. Let your arms dangle. And as you move your hips, your arms will naturally just swing around your body.
Really let those arms relax. Think of them like strands of spaghetti.
Let your arms bend when they come behind you. Yeah, your arms really like spaghetti.
Your arms are spaghetti. It is actually what we call your dantian, or the center of your body that's moving your arms.
Yeah, try, you're not using any arm muscles, any shoulder muscles, any back muscles, none of that. You're just turning your waist, turning your waist. Do it really gently. This is not a contest to see how far you can swing your arms out to the sides or anything. Just getting that energy moving out of your shoulders. Keep lifting at the crown of your head. Keep nose breathing. Keep belly breathing.
Although it is fun to sort of really let it, this is one of my favorites, to just really let it go. How much can you relax those shoulders?
I mean, if you're stuck in front of the TV set watching it for an evening, you know what you should be doing while you're watching TV? Standing up, loosening your shoulders, breathing through your nose, lifting at the crown of your head.
And if you want to add a little bit more, you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth.
What that does is that completes an energy circuit for chi to flow from your tailbone up the back down to this point. And then that's the back meridian. And then the front meridian runs down the front of your body. When you touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth, it connects that circuit, and the energy can actually flow cyclically through your body. So put your tongue behind your teeth just until you feel that ridge at the roof of your mouth. You can do that throughout all of this whole exercise. That's a really good point. So you want to do cloud hands?
You want me to do cloud
Yeah,
hands? Well, I was going to do a different one. I'm going to do something else. So this is one that actually feeds your kidneys. And so your feet are staggered. And What you're going to be doing, I'm going to show you first, is you're going to be using the same movement we just had, but you're going to be moving both your arms in one direction, and you're going to go behind, and you're going to sort of sweep the energy into your kidneys. So I'll show it from the front. Maybe Dana, you can do it from behind. So and then just pushing that energy into your kidneys. And what you're actually, we do one direction at a time. So you're sweeping your hands in front of you. Both of them go back behind your back. You literally sweep your lower back. You're sweeping. And what you're focusing on as you do this is you're focusing on the energy of the horizon. So if you can do this outside, it's really lovely to focus on the energy of the horizon, moving and taking that energy and moving it into your kidneys. It's really enriching for the kidneys. And so sweeping, you're just gathering the energy and sweeping it into your kidneys. Gathering the energy of the horizon. The energy of the horizon is between heaven and earth. And your kidneys are between heaven and earth. And human beings are between heaven and earth. We are of both heaven and of earth. And then we'll switch to the other side. So you put your other foot forward. And now you go in the other direction and you do the same thing on the other side. Thinking about gathering the energy of the horizon in front of you, all that beautiful energy of where the earth meets the sky. That's the perfect energy for your kidneys. And actually, your kidneys are the support for your lungs in Chinese medicine. They're very related. Your lung energy goes down into your kidney energy.
We all need to keep our lungs healthy during this time, because this is obviously, COVID-19 is a lung.
So sweeping the horizon in and then nurturing your kidneys. Sweeping and nurturing your kidneys. Wonderful. And then there's another exercise. Again, you have we'll start with our left foot forward, right foot back. We're going to do it on the left side. So you take your hand and you form like a little, like a little spout, and you're going to put it right below your navel, right towards your dantian. And what we're going to do is we're going to be scooping up various types of energy. So you put your right hand there, and then what we're going to do is we start by scooping up earth energy. And we move that earth energy right into the lower part of our body. Very gentle. And when you're doing this, the movement is not coming from your arm, it's coming from your body. So you're literally moving your body, and your arm does the scooping. And then we're going to, again, we just scooped up earth energy. Now we're going to scoop up the energy of the horizon again. But you keep your right hand on your dantian. And now we're going to scoop up the energy of the horizon. And we're bringing it really to the 3 chakras of our heart and our throat and the whole chest area. So you're bringing the energy into your whole chest area. And then you're going to scoop up the energy of space and air and inspiration. And you're going to bring it into your head and clear your head, clear the energy in your head. Think of the stars and the sun, bringing that energy into your head. And then back down to the horizon. And this time the horizon has just a little bit more of that star, sun, space energy to it. So you're focusing on the horizon, but you're thinking more about the sky coming into your chest. And then down again, the earth energy. And when you think about combining the sun with the earth, you get all the greenery. You're bringing all of that energy into your lower body. And And we can do the same thing on the other side. So you put your right foot forward, your left foot back, your left hand on your dantian, and you start again by scooping up the earth energy into your lower body. So good to be grounded, focused, stable, solid within yourself.
Keep your knees soft and bent. Keep lifting through the crown of your head.
And then grabbing, scooping up and bringing in the energy of the horizon into your chest, your heart, your throat. And then scooping up the energy of space, stars, our sun. Letting it move right through that poor, tired mind. So much to think about. Giving it some new space. And then down back again to your chest, your throat.
Bring those stars and space into your chest.
And then down the earth energy.
Bring the horizon down into the earth.
And scooping it into your body. When you really keep these focuses, your mind has a lot to do. You're focusing on your body. You're focusing on the energetic intention. And it really clears your whole mind and body. It's really a delightful feeling. And then just take a moment, just stand. You can shake a little bit if you want to. And then what we do a lot in between Qigong is just taking a moment and just doing a posture stance. Really feeling your posture, feeling your feet grounded into the earth, deep into the earth, actually sending roots down from your feet into the earth.
I usually imagine my feet being 12 inches below the surface that I'm standing on. I'm sinking that far into the earth, or you can go to the center of the earth, however far you want to go.
Really creating stability.
If you want, you can be pushing the energy down out of your upper body into your dantian. Just a nice, gentle.
So then we can do that.
Breathe in when you come up. As you exhale, push that energy down into your center. Big part, we start off with two main parts to Qigong, making it very viable practice. One was your posture and one was your breathing. The third and really important ingredient is intent. You want to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. I'm gathering Qi, I'm pushing it, I'm directing it down into my dantian. I'm getting some more. That's my intent. You know why you're making this move, otherwise it's just a bunch of arm waving. Really moving Qi is moving with intent, with your mind, pushing it down.
All right, do you have another one you want to teach?
I can do that else.
Great.
So this is one that is, it's moving energy, but the other thing, another thing that I use it for and Katherine uses it for is we're in front of computers all day, and a lot of you probably in front of computers. Nowadays you're probably in front of a TV, hopefully not as much, but a computer as well. So your eyesight, I get up from the computer and my eyes are just like so over-focused on what's close that it adds a lot of tension into my head and neck, and I can feel it. So I used to just take walks outside to help loosen up my body and take that energy out of my head. But this comes straight out of Tai Chi, and it's called cloud hands. And what it is, it's just a practice in Tai Chi where it's a defensive move. You're like sweeping somebody's punch away. You're blocking this, but sweeping their punch away. When you get to the other side, and you can do it either direction. Katherine does it this way. I do it this way. I do a backhanded version.
I can do that.
either way.
We'll do the same way.
And then when you again, see these 4 points, shoulders and hips, the shoulders and hips turn together. And as you turn together, you just naturally sink into your, whatever leg you're turning on. But here's the trick. To help your eyes, what I do is, and I want you to do this, so put one hand down, straight down, and one hand straight up. This is defense. You're protecting your face, you're protecting your groin. So, but look at your palm. So focus your eyes right on your palm. So I can see all the wrinkles in my palm. Okay, I'm looking there. And as I turn my waist, I'm still looking at my palm. As I drop this hand, I focus on something as far away as I can focus on. The trees, the mountains in the background. So as I drop my hand, I change my focus from really close to really far. That's exercising my eye muscles. And then I bring up my hand back. I switch places right there. And then I bring my focus right into my palm again. And then I turn my waist around to the other direction. When I drop my hand, I focus far. Give myself a little time to focus far before I bring my other hand up, and then I focus close. And I turn my waist.
And even though you're focusing, you blink. Blinking is, and you have to remind yourself to blink. So there's a lot to think about here.
Far and near.
Far, then watch your hand, move your body. You're watching your hand as you move your body, dropping that one hand, looking in the distance, lifting up the other hand, looking at this new hand, blinking, turning your body.
Do it slowly. Keep lifting at the crown of your head. Keep your knees soft.
Drop the other hand, lift, look in the distance, then lift, and make sure you're blinking.
Keep focusing on your palm.
You really focus on one area, but you blink, so your eyes are relaxed.
Actually, as you drop your palm, you can let it pull your vision out like that. And bring it back in.
I love doing this outside.
The best.
And I'm not going to add any more, but if we do this again and you all join, there's even more to focus on in this. This is a really rich exercise. So much to think about and so much energy that you can actually build with your eyes and with this gentle, gentle movement of your body. And once you have this, you can go a little bit smoother, just smoothly move and really get it into a smooth movement at your own pace. Breathing, relaxing. Really important to keep your body relaxed, grounded.
Keep belly breathing. Keep lifting and sinking.
Okay. Again, just take a moment, see how that feels. Let your eyes sort of move around a little bit.
Let this one also remind you that all day long to look far, look near, look far, look near. That's flexing that muscle in your eye. So always switching back and forth.
Should we wrap it up with one more?
We could do the flowering.
Want to do the
No,
flowering?
just this one where you move around.
Okay, yeah.
So stand, so let's start again. Get your posture tall. Lift through the crown of your head. This one is going to be progressive. I'm going to add in certain more internal focuses as we go along. This is a really good one to do outdoors. I like to do this at the end of classes. So now, when you're standing with your feet together, I want you to sink into your right leg so that you can lift your left leg, your heel off the ground. Then I want you to step sideways about hip width apart and then come in to balance. Okay, you're lifting through the crown of your head, you're sinking your feet into the ground. So feel that polarity. Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Belly breathe. Okay. Now, my hands, my palms are facing my body. And what I'm going to do is open, we call this the flowering because it's like opening a flower. So I want you to bring your arms and cross your arms over. And when you get about chest height, you turn your hands out. Make a big flower, like a flower taking in all the energy from nature. Good. When you get to the bottom, I want you to scoop up all that energy. And then let your elbows come up and push that energy down into your dantian. Now, you can either push it or just drop it. And feel your feet get heavier, your legs get heavier as you drop. And let's do the next one. So come up, open your hands to the outside, big, wide, open flower. As you come down, sink into your knees. As you come up, your body comes up. Gather up all that chi, and then you bring it down into your dantian as you sink your knees again. So your knees are always moving. Your body is coming up. So your knees are straightening a little bit. And your knees sink a little bit. When you scoop up the energy, they come up again. When you push down, they sink again. So I want you to get your knees into this nice up-down rhythm. So open up, extend your whole body, and then sink. Gather up the energy and sink. Keep doing this pattern, okay? Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through pursed lips is the best way, like you're blowing a candle out. Okay. Inhale through your nose. Extend your belly. Good. Exhale. Let your knees sink. Inhale, gather up the chi. Exhale, push it down into your dantian, sink your knees. Inhale, open up to all of that energy. Exhale, sink. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sink. Always lifting at the crown of your head. Always sinking into your feet. Three more. Stand nice and big like a big flower. Drop, exhale, drop your energy down into your feet. Gather up that chi, bring it into your chest. Push it down into your dantian as you exhale. That's one. There's two. Drop the energy down. Good. Gather up all the chi. Push it down into your dantian. That's two. Last one. Put your hands to your sides, your feet are apart. Shift your weight onto your right leg and lift your other foot to it's right next to it. And then do a final gathering where you sink into your knees, go up above your head, gather the energy and push it down. And as you push down, your body comes up.
Take just a moment in this standing meditation posture.
Feel the energy you've just generated. And an important thing is really acknowledge that energy in you so that you don't just move into your next activity. You actually can take that energy and feel it as you go into what you're going to do next. Whatever it is, feel this energy moving with you. So I want to thank you all for coming.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be doing another talk next week on upper body workouts for runners and walkers. And meanwhile, we also wanted to let you know about 2 online classes that we're going to be teaching, or online workshops, one for ChiRunning and one for ChiWalking. So since we can't be meeting in person, we are offering an 8-week course, and
Meets weekly.
it meets weekly for 8 weeks. It starts week after next. It is right now going to be in the chat, a link to that information. So in the chat box, and then we'll also, you'll get a replay of this via email, and in that replay, we'll also give you that link. So we're trying to keep people moving.
So this is this 8-week series of classes will take you through all the, we call them the essentials. So whether you've been doing ChiRunning all along or ChiWalking all along, or you're brand new to any of this stuff, or even a total beginning, just want to get out the door, it's going to be 8 sequential lessons that will take you and build you into a nice practice. And each class will be 45 minutes to an hour long. And I'll be teaching each class live, so you can actually study each lesson for a week, come and ask questions about how you're doing, check in with people. So it'll be, it's really going to be fun.
Yeah.
You're going to be in with a group of other people, and we'll be covering all of this.
If you're watching this from a replay, the link is below the replay, so you can find the link there. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say about it. It's going to start, the walking classes are going to be on Tuesdays at noon Eastern time, and the running classes will be on Thursdays, noon Eastern time.
Walking starts on the 12th.
And the walking starts on the 14th.
14th and 16th.
And the running starts on the 16th of April. So
the 14th of April is a Tuesday. The walking class 8-week series will start on that Tuesday, and then the following Thursday, the running class will begin on April 16th.
And we're going to continue these free talks as well, perhaps doing more Qigong and covering a lot of other things. So keep posted. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been just a pleasure being with you, and we wish everybody just great health and peace during this difficult time.
Yeah, stay healthy. Keep your distance.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.